what a beautiful sound. I've got to say, with this being a 992.1 generation, I do prefer it compared to the 992.2. Even though this is down on power, but I think with this not having the electrification, it means it's much more raw. It's just the turbo, it's just more natural. So with this car, I think it's an everyday drive. As you guys can see with the front there, you've got the front bottom spoiler, then you got the daytime running lights on the side, as well as within the headlight unit itself as well. The gloss gray color means you can see the lines on the hood or on the bonnet, and it just looks clean. So this sits just below the GT3 RS, GT3, and the turbo. It offers 480 horsepower from that 3.8 liter inline six engine. And just looking at that beautiful Porsche design, you've got the lovely glass roof as well, which is a must as well. I've got to say, even though some would argue and say on a GTS you need less weight as possible, so you've got the beautiful center lock wheels there, then you've got the lovely black rims. The rims are not my favorite. I think I prefer like better rims. They just look rather quite simple. Then you've got the red calipers there, which look nice against the gray. Then you've also got the GTS branding in black there, as you guys can see. Then you've also got the lovely stance which the car takes on the back there. You can see it's got the massive hips, which are arched, which just give it that very sporty look from the back. I do love the handles that do feel different. These are the flush ones, so they just pop open when you unlock the car. And then moving to the back as well, we couldn't get the number plate on the back because this car was for sale. You've got the 21s on the back and the 20s on the front. And then you've also got the spoiler as well. Speaking about hips, you know, hips don't lie, as Shakira said. Then you've also got the light on the back there, the long bar light, which I do love with the Carrera GTS. I would prefer this as a GTS 4 with the Porsche four-wheel drive just for all weather. But hey, you know, I can't really complain. Then you've got the exhaust as well. You can get an aftermarket exhaust, which I think would sound a little bit better as well. We're now going to focus on the interior in the next segment, and Porsche interiors are always awesome. So moving on to the inside, guys. So you've got a lot of Alcantara as well as leather, which is always a nice combination. Then you've also got carbon fiber as well. I do like the Alcantara because it's subtle. Then you've also got the Porsche Bose system, which sounds very loud as well. Then you've also got the kit plates there. Then you've also got the buttons for the back as well as the front. Now, you've also got the lovely Alcantara wheel, which feels really great. Now, this car's from last year, and I've got to say, it doesn't feel that degraded as such. The wheel just feels the right thickness. Then you've got the pedals there, which feel sporty as well. Now, the seats themselves, these are the GT3 RS seats, which do hug you. I've got to say, they feel a lot better compared to the 488 piston. There's a little bit more room. You got the lumbar support, which really hugs you in place. Then you've got that lovely middle section there, which comes in that. Then you've got the gloss black in the middle with the gear selector as well. So sitting inside here, you feel hunkered in, you feel tied down. The only thing this car doesn't have is the 6-point harness seat belts. So looking at the configuration of the screen there, you've got the analog rev counter in the middle, then the rest comes as TFT monitors. And then you've also got the round wheel, then you've got the Porsche Manettino as well. Then you've got the lovely pedals there for the dual clutch. This has got the 8-speed dual clutch as well. And then I believe he was about to start the car, I don't know. But what I've got to say, focusing on the red dial in the middle, that just looks fantastic. It tells you that it's a GTS. Then also you're going to see the clock as well, which is part of the Sports Chrono package. That also comes in red as well. The steering wheel does feel small in the middle section there, but hey, you know, it is what it is. This is just driver focused. It's all about driving as well. I would have preferred, that's me just pointing to the Chrono package there. Then you got the carbon on the dashboard as well. I would have preferred this with some comfort seats because it is not a GT3 or a GT3 RS. So why do it? Then you've got the buttons there which control some of the functions on the screen there. I like the combination of the buttons as well as screens. It's just not all screens. Then you've got the Alcantara in the middle there. As you guys can see, this is such a beautiful car. What do you guys think? Comment down below.